see this very core relation between the food, healthcare, and what to do if the automation goes further.
I totally agree. Yeah, it's maybe if you say automation, then you automatically get this really sterile environment of only machines and this matrix-like thing. That's not what we're advocating at all. It's more the moment that you get more efficient with some of the things, which relieves more time and effort to do other things. And that can, for example, be again the monitoring and the people that do some of these projects for food example, and that's great stuff.
What is the role of the individual? Because we cannot victimize all the individuals because they are also part of the system. So how do you see that?
Of course you have the system, and the system influences all the people, but the system is made up of people and they influence the system. So that's definitely a thing. But I want, however, to stress the importance that's often lost in the importance of the structure, the system that is influencing the people, because we often lose because that bigger perspective, because we are who we are, individualistic or our own person, and move throughout that. Because one thing that also this perspective has taught me is to be more empathetic towards more people. Because if we say, for example, that some person shouldn't buy a pack of cigarettes, well, the moment that you dig into the history of that person and also the substance and how it works neurologically, then you see, I'm not saying that it's a victim and that he has no agency at all, but there's definitely a really big, again, structural pressure towards
marketing, advertising.
Exactly. So that's why I really emphasize the more educative approach and connecting more people together, start discussions, making podcasts. I think that's I think that's a very important aspect.
So, but you also, so we can conclude that you also see that the individual has a role in these systems.
Yeah, definitely. Because if not, then what am I doing here, right? And I also noticed that for myself, that I was at uni, and then I want to do a lot of stuff for the movement and create awareness and do more sustainable practices. But wait, okay, I have to do these exams and these things. And some people that are working 9 to 5, some volunteers that I work with as well in the Zeitgeist Movement, they say, well, I can only contribute one hour a week, not more. So I think that's a balance that we should strive for, and get a better infrastructure, that we have more people that can collaborate on the same stuff while actually also maintaining their own lives, because I think that's a very important thing.
Are you planning to cooperate with other initiatives too?
Yeah, well, we're open. Eventually it's going to be an all-encompassing thing. It's just a train of thought that we want to collaborate with all kinds of people that want to move this forward. So in that sense, it's really open, and it's and eventually the focus will not be more of a business-like approach. It will still be a social movement approach of getting more people involved, but then they are, of course, in their own lives and doing all kinds of stuff, and that influences the companies, the politics, and all kinds of stuff.